get him a little bit behind the leg.
Okay.
Because he, now circle once though to just bring him a little bit back. Because if he wants to run, yeah, bring him into it just a little under tempo, just a tad under tempo.
Okay.
So that when you
Got
make
it.
the correction, exactly, yeah. And I mean, that's where sometimes it's a little hard to tell, like, if you decide to take the chance to ride strong through it, you know, it's okay if he gets a little short, but just make sure he gets short, like, that he's not running, Yep, yep. Because he runs a little. I'd bring him a little under tempo again. And think of the quality of his reaction, not the quantity of his reaction. Like, you might get a little more in your hand, but don't get more in the hand get more in the hand before he starts running, before, you know, so that you can prevent the run. Yeah, bring a little under tempo, yeah. Yeah, so that, yeah, that you also get the feeling you could almost change it to a half pass and he's not just pulling his neck up. I mean, let's face it, you're not going to do it with a perfect neck the first time, so it's, yeah, there you go. So you might need to be a little more proactive with the hand a little bit before you go into it so that he doesn't get the opportunity to just crunch his neck up. I mean, he'll still crunch, he still might get short, but yeah, exactly. But that you don't feel like he's totally disappeared.
Yeah. Right.
And just keep playing with that tempo because he's going to need, just like the other guy, a little slower tempo sometimes just so that you can control the top line. Yeah. There you go. And then test him a little on the other side. And you know, not right now, but like at some point when you're taking a break, we'll do a couple of those in the walk too, to just get you know, little, I don't like to do like ultra sideways in trot, but like in walk, you can make him go like across the whole ring and not even care if he gets a little, you know. Yeah. Does this side
better
see?
this
Yeah.
way. It's a lot better this way. So we'll break.
Sounds perfect. And you can either go right to doing a little of the walk, lateral work. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. I think this is so important with these guys. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Super. Really good. And then maybe make a couple of halt walks too. Make sure he's not wanting to disappear. Yeah, well, yep. Yeah, exactly. And then get his top line. Take your time. Because you might need to do that a couple times. But just totally take your time. Yeah. And then make sure he's not running before you, yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You got it. Yep. So is the left rein the stiff one?
It is.
Yeah, just make sure you're not too tight on it. Let his shoulder go a little bit, so because that's the one he's going to pull his neck up against. So don't give it to him. Like keep the right rein a little bit more than the left. There you go. There you go. And it's just like, you know, when you and I were chatting on Garrow. It's with the purpose so that you can use it later. But like if he's just pulling his neck up against it, you don't want to give it to him to do that. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. And if he's nervous, you know, just kind of let him halt a little longer, or if it's not going to work, you know, a little shorter the rein so that you can keep them towards him. Yeah. And if he pulls his head up, you know, just keep that contact. Yeah. Yeah, he's got to learn to reach forward in it. Yeah, walk out. Soften left. Yeah, not rushing the left. Yeah, give left. Yeah, let him look right. Yeah, there you go. If you want to counterflex him, just do it with a little renvers feeling instead of just taking that left rein. And then halt again. Yeah, that's it. Yep. And then walk out. Give left. Yeah, as soon as he's pulling his head up, keep right, give left. Yeah, good job. Well done. Well done. Super. Good boy. And then you can make a little leg yield. Yeah. And this side you can be a little, yeah, straighten him, straighten him. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, and not too fast, not too fast. Yeah, that's it. Keep the contact kind of organized. There you go.
Boy.
Yeah, and then just keep going back to bringing that walk
slow.
Slow.
Right.
Because it's so tempting. Because it just feels like nothing's going to happen. The hard part is, and this isn't the case with any of these horses, if you have a horse that's going to be naughty when you do that, like slip out the back door. But, you know, he's not doing that. So you just have to sort of, you know, keep reminding yourself, I need him more relaxed. Yeah, yeah. So get him to stretch the left rein, exactly. And then make another halt, because he's still a little bit windy. Yeah, yeah, and take your time, exactly. Yeah, don't lean back. There you go. When he wants to pull his neck up, sit a little bit, if anything, forward. There you go. There you go. Super, good boy. You just kind of revisit. We don't need to drill that, but just revisit that a little bit every once in a while. That, when I started with Garrow, he was nervous about that.
Yeah.
But then he was like, oh, okay. That's it. Good boy. And then if you want to start your canter work, you know, or if you feel like he needs a mental break, you can give him a long rein too. Whatever you feel like.
I think he's good. He needed a little physical break, and then he's okay.
Okay, great. And we'll just visit that, like here and there. I mean, if you feel at any time during your ride that in an effort to get him in front of you, he's running, you know, just go ahead and make some of those transitions. But, you know, when we can occasionally visit that walk halt every once in a while. I think he might be pooping. No. What a big canter you've got.
Yeah, it's a lot to work with. Hey, hey.
Pissed off. It's a freezing box. There you go. Yeah, yeah. Are you being spooky? Just go bring him here for a moment. Yeah, it might be. Yeah, just so that you get him a little more connected and through where he's not looking. There you go. And just kind of bring him on a circle and try to move those shoulders around. Straighten him a little bit. Try to get a little more neck out in front of you and a little bit more him. He doesn't obviously need to go more forward. He needs to get a little more jump, but he needs to kind of pull you forward a little bit instead of... Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, exactly. There you go. Just kind of think a little bit. Whenever he's scrunching his neck a little bit, and I'm talking about his neck length, but honestly I don't care if he gets short here and there. It's only when he gets short because he's sucking back. If he gets short because you pull back once in a while, that's going to happen. But if he's just sucking back, then you need to move those shoulders, pretend like your reins are sticks, and say, come on, get out there. Get out there. Take, exactly. And then you decide, okay, now I have a little something to work with, and now I'm going to make a half halt or something. But you got to kind of bop back and forth between saying, get out there, especially, exactly, and almost counterflexing him a little every once in a while. Yeah, there you go. He takes the rein forward. There you go. And then you can go ahead and maybe warm up the other side. We'll revisit that. And maybe come down here when you look at the scary blanket when you're in an easier gait or something. Yeah. Just keep asking yourself, do I have a half halt? You know, can I bring him a little back with